Shifa woke with a cry, a sharp hollow sound pregnant with panic. His nightmare seemed to last for days. Everything he'd murdered, from human beings to magical construct, all surrounded him, clawing and begging him for mercy. Phantoms and fatigue poisoned his weathered mind. He sat up in the bed inherited from his master, searching the cold grey stone for signs that he was okay. He left the bed, padding on bare feet down the halls that would lead him outside to fresh air, his only bastion from these dreams. This was his new normal. Shifa walked outside but didn't find the ledge overlooking the flatlands with the blood-red fields in the east and the Midland Ridge to the north. Instead, he found a grand hall, black and white checkered floors that ran on forever in every direction. A ceiling too high to see rested high above the gorgeous spiraling columns that no civilization he knew of had the ability to make. He looked around, confused, taking a moment to let his mind catch up to reality. He turned and turned again. When he turned back the way he started, he found Garrison. His friend wore simple clothes, not quite that of a farmer, but definitely the outfit of a man who made his living with his hands. His hair was thick and full, deep chestnut brown, his eyes were amber and showed more emotion than he had ever seen in them before. "Master? No, and not ever again. You killed your friend Garrison." "I am Jetius," the man explained. Shifa simply furrowed his brows in frustration. "The Soon have accepted me, welcomed me as their kin. I have but one final task before I may go, free to pursue the highest level of enlightenment my mind and soul are capable of." "What task is that?" "To answer your questions, to put your troubled mind at ease. If you fail, Fumashon fails. Likely, the world fails. This weighing on my shoulders would hinder my growth. So for you, for me, you must find peace." Shifa rocked back, confused. Standing before him was not the man he had come to know, the brother he had come to love. This Garrison Jetais was Shifa's age, barely more than a child. Face still plump with the fat of youth, he couldn't have been more than 20 winters. But his manner, those eyes, this was his friend. Shifa took a step back, looked at himself. He inspected his hands. They were his hands. He recognized every crease and fold. He could only assume he was still the him he envisioned himself to be. "So you don't care about me? This is all about you, about your pain, your journey." "Yes," the man said without shame or pause. Depression darkened Shifa's face, but his pride would tolerate no weakness, and so it was replaced with rage. Jetius continued, "You are stubborn, you are proud, and more than all of this, you are ignorant. Just as when we met, so much of what you know about the world you don't know. Someone you've never met told you, and you believe them. Your knowledge is all hearsay." Shifa wanted to deny the harsh words. He could not. "Where are we? What is this place?" "We are in your head. This is your mind. You are, at this moment, very close to death if you have not passed through that door completely. Your fear of failure made you power-hungry. Your quest for power made you foolish. Your parasite granted you incredible power, but all life requires the destruction of other life. With no more food to feast upon, the form used the marrow from your bones, and now you lay on death's door. How do I get back? I could send you back right now. You would be dead in minutes. You are a fool. It is your nature. I told you not 5 minutes ago I am here to answer your questions, and your only question is, how do I get back? Jetius didn't mock him, but peered with a festering, disappointed look. Perhaps gaining the wisdom to keep you from repeating the foolishness that led you here would be a prudent use of your time. Shifa's face flexed and fluctuated. His eyebrows knotted and kneaded. His mouth formed various strange shapes, as he sought the words that would allow him to win this argument. Jatus watched. It was something in the man's cold, detached demeanor that forced Shifa to stop and think. Something he was loath to do. The chimera went through his breathing exercises. He quickly moved his body through the flow, exercises that help him calm himself and find his center. Back in the bosom of his peace, he found the man tolerable. And what wisdom would you impart, Jatus? That is a very good question, the man said with a smirk. Everyone you know, everyone you love, everyone you trust, told you not to do this. Still, you did. Why? I'll tell you why. You are stubborn, you are proud, and more than all this, you are ignorant. You have at your beck and call a woman who loves you more than life itself, who also has the ability to see the future. You still value her opinion less than your own. Why? Because of your great knowledge, your wealth of experience, your massive and truly dazzling intellect? No, because of your pride, because of your ignorance. It was always hard for Shifa to take criticism. Doubly so for him to do so without lashing out in return. So you want me humble, afraid? You want me to doubt my thoughts and instincts and blindly follow the words of everyone else? Is that it? No, but that would be a grand improvement. Shifa fumed. He could feel the heat rush to his face, his fists clenched to creaking, and his shoulders shook with restrained rage. Let's play a game. I will ask you a series of questions. You will answer them. Hint, the answer will always be fool. Shifa didn't bother to nod. He knew the man would continue with or without his permission. What do you call a man who rushes in before taking a moment to understand the situation? They looked at each other. What do you call a man who battles an unknown enemy when observation is an option? They stared at each other. What do you call the man who surrounds himself with wise and trusted advisers only to disregard their advice? Shifa's eyes danced in his skull, quivering with petulance. What do you call an eager boy with more power than knowledge or experience? Shifa could feel his bones turn to clay. A mudman or scarecrow would have been a firmer structure than he felt at that moment. He fought against the urge to collapse and weep. Something kept his back tight and his spine straight as all the bluster melted out of him. Habit, he had to assume. His pride was gone. His cockiness and certainty were gone. His faith in himself, in his mission, in his blood, was all just fluff on the wind. For the first time, Jitu showed something other than derision on his face. It was a small and subtle thing, but Shifa felt sure it was pride. No, not pride, hope. At last, you allow me to get through to you. Your mother created a warrior. She gave him armor, Farabor. She gave him a sword, Mim. She gave him a bow, Patience. She gave him a shield, Gaula. And she gave him a dagger, for when all else failed. But you are not that warrior. She didn't count on the boy, who all this was heaped upon, having his own ideas. The sword is that perfect warrior. He is cold, callous, concerned with no one and nothing but victory. The boy raised his heavy head. You can become that warrior. I have no doubt that it will help you win the war. But that is all. You will have victory and nothing else, no friends, no family, no purpose. You have yet to even face true adversity. None of those you risk have died. Those noble fools who follow you even when you don't respect them won't heed them. They have been lucky enough to not pay the true price of your arrogance. The boy dropped his head again. That luck will not hold forever. Your mother is dragon, and you can be too if you so choose. But your fathers are many, so you can choose to be whatever you want. Choose. Just don't choose to be a fool. About the author.